single thought which is bugging you right now and put it in your cup. Let go. Every single mishap which has happened in the last week, your TAT, your goals, your BV counter, your plans, your infos, your guilt level, you fading away, you being connected, everything, you celebrating, you had a DR, you had unbelievable counter. Keep everything in your cup. Trust me, every single thing. What all you have to do today during the day, Sunday, family day, family activities, right now, put everything in your cup. You have to prepare breakfast. You have to go somewhere. You have to indulge in things which will distract you. Put everything in your cup and feel that your mind is eventually becoming lighter and lighter and lighter in a way that you are able to contain white light inside your head, and all the chaos, all the thoughts are in your cup. Once you feel that truly, spill the cup on the Mother Earth and just crush it. I still remember the sound which used to come in the physical systems. Dar, 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 dar. How many of you remember that sound, right? So just let go, just let go. Because now that's not something which is going to help us grow right now, right? And before we formally start, I want to set some ground rules, extremely important. Why? Because understand, we are right now connected from Zooms. Ensure that you have a backup internet that needs to be on standby. Ensure that you have your paper and pen with you. Ensure you have your notebook with you, because you don't know who the speaker is right now, and you have no clue that the speaker has the power to get from your head to your heart. Trust me on that. All you need to do is allow the speaker to have that trespass where the person is able to share with you what all the person is here with, because there's unbelievable experience. So I want to request all of you, put everything aside. Trust me, for the next hour and a half, nothing is going to change. The world is not going to collapse. Your family can still survive. Your kids can still continue to play. Your wife, your spouses, your parents, everything can wait. But imagine you taking back home $1 million learnings and they getting $1 million in real. Isn't that going to be unbelievable? Right? So for right now, just focus on what we're going to learn from the system today and not focus anywhere. Doorbell ringing, family interfering, kya pakna hai, kya sabzi lekar aana hai, sara kanon mein awaaz aayega, forget everything. Shut down, cut. All right? And of course, I tell you, this is the most difficult part, because no matter how much ever you get to speak to your upline, but when it comes to literally introducing them with everyone in the system, it will shake you. It will bring
recording in progress.
Like right now, I'm having cold flashes because I am nervous, no doubt about it, because I just got to know that I am going to be doing this, and it is absolutely an honor. Because you know what? I say one mother gives you birth biologically, but one person you get here who contributes unconditionally and genuinely, because I've not seen anybody contributing in me, in my growth so much that the way this person has been contributing. And if I tell you a little about her corporate background, for which she's not here for, but you know what? A lot of times we feel, oh yeah, this business is for people who are becharas and people who are like, kuch nahi karta to isko bula lete hain types. No, absolutely wrong, because this business is only and only run and flown by people who were already highly successful in their corporate careers as well. So she's somebody who's been in Dubai for around 29-30 years now. So for those who have guessed it, are smiling, please empty your cups, because I already did that. Okay, so this means emptying cup was not didn't happen, right? So she's been in Dubai for so many years. She has her own identity as a media person in Dubai. Imagine, like she was somebody who has been, who had like big holdings from the highway connecting from Dubai to Sharjah. Somebody whose voice had the magic people could instantly identify. She's somebody who's headed radio channels, who did morning shows for so many years, 12 plus years, 15 years of media experience. She had her television presence, imagine. So people not only knew her voice, but also knew her face, her personality. She was there right on top. And you know what? After enjoying the luxury of corporate career and the top positions she had, like imagine hosting shows with legends like Asha Bhosle. Imagine interviewing ex-Prime Minister of Pakistan. Like imagine doing shows where the celebrities were there. She still carried the heart of a child. And that heart was not giving up on dreams. I tell you that. Because that's something which you're going to feel right now as well. Just allow her to get into your hearts. Somebody who's already so successful and then decided, no, I'm not going to settle for less. My dreams are way bigger. And this position of mine, the money, the fame, you know, people used to just take her autographs on kitna hazar dharam par, but nothing got into her head. Why? Because maybe she was made, her purpose of life was far bigger than only being the person in corporate. And if I tell you, her milestones, her achievements in this business, oh my God, trust me, the entire system, or maybe the entire day I can talk, but of course, that's not my intent. But she's somebody who has been breaking and making own benchmarks after benchmark, after benchmark, after benchmark, because she was the person who actually maxed out for the first time in Dubai. She was the person who was there in the first batch of Sapphire. She was the person who actually kicked off Dubai market. She was the person who has been contributing. She's 9+ years in the business now. And you can say, where you name a country and you will know that she has left her love and heart in that country. But majorly she is working in UAE, with us in Pakistan, and of course in India. And the way she has been nurturing us, trust me, all I can say is my success and whatever I've learned good in the business is because of her. And whatever I've not done is because of my own mistakes. And today, I feel that she's somebody who's an epitome of edification. Trust me. Her eyes sparkle when she talks of her uplines. Her body language changes when she talks of her uplines. So she's a walking, talking in service. And trust me, I can go on and on and on. I don't want to do that. I want to invite her with all the love and respect I hold in my heart for her. And I want you guys to do that as well. And if possible, everybody show heart icon so that we can welcome my lifeline and my upline, because she's somebody who deserves to receive that kind of respect and love. So help me welcome none other than my upline, my lifeline, Charu Shonek.
मतलब you know, Ferry ने जबरदस्ती सबके दिल निकाल दिए. Like, put your hearts on the screen. But thank you so much. Thank you for the love. And it's been a while since I took the system. And oh my God, see myself full screen like this scares me. Wait, let me go back to my removing spotlight from my screen. Okay. Yeah, you can still see the spotlight, right? I removed it from mine because, okay. So yeah, I was saying that after a long time, I'm taking a system, but just last week, I took a VSEL in Dubai. And I'll start by saying that in this journey, okay, There are many times, okay? Whether you've seen success, you've not seen success, whether you've seen the max out, not seen the max out, whether you've had a team, not had a team, lost a team, build a team, rebuild a team, it doesn't matter. But many times, the small voice will creep inside your head and say, oh, aaj nahi, like not today. Can we like not today, from tomorrow, can we? How many of you have faced that? All of us. Trust me, all of us. Okay. So when I was told, on Tuesday afternoon, Fahim called me and he said, and when on Tuesdays, because Tuesdays Dubai Whistle, when Tuesday you get a call, right? It is for, taking the whistle. So Fahim called and I said, no. So we both started laughing. So anyhow, I said, wait, I'll just talk to coach. Okay. And I knew, obviously, see, we all tend to start taking things for granted. We all start to know and anticipate what the upline will say. For old timers who are here in the business, no. You start to, just as uplines know you, you also know your upline very well. Okay. So although you may call to say, can I take the training next Tuesday? You know what they're going to say, and eventually you're going to dress up and show up and do the training, which I knew. Okay. But she just needed to talk 2 sentences. And one of the first was, it does not matter how you feel, dress up and show up. Every single day, that is what you're required to do in this business. Dress up and show up. Okay. And trust me, whatever my state of mind was, because of multiple things, okay, multiple things were going on. I was supposed to travel to UK on a specific date, but the stamped visa arrived 3 days later. I couldn't travel. Okay. There were things that I went through. I went through 10 days of really bad flu. I think it was COVID. I didn't get myself tested. I was just, too scared to go out and get it tested, but I think it was. Okay. I went through COVID probably. Okay. Then I felt hands and face down in a shopping mall, tripped and fell. I'm like, ho kya raha hai ye? I mean, what the hell is happening? Okay. So in that zone, I was given this call. Okay. And I remember that one line, dress up and show up, just made a huge difference. I've heard it before, but I needed to hear it again that evening. And so I dressed up, I put on some nice makeup, felt good, moved out, drove, took the vessel, and while coming back, I made a call to her again. I said, I love you. Because see, upline knows best. Upline knows best. And it's high time we start trusting them with that they know best. Whatever thoughts may come to me, it doesn't matter. When they know best, when Mohit tells me something, when coach tells me something, who am I to question, to ask, to think, or to ask for discount? Lulu hypermarket, can I not do this much, but do this much? I am no one. Okay, so today, the topic that has been given to me has a lot to do with whatever I've spoken about right now. Okay, and this is one of the things that all of us do before a training, right? Like Ferry made you do, correct? Put your left hand out, whatever is going on inside your brain. Okay, many of us do it just like another process. Okay, let's do it. Okay, it's like, chalo, everybody is doing it, so chalo, let's do it. Okay, now let me tell you, when I started this business, okay, one of the first things that I judged was this process. I'm like, what's happening? Why are people doing this? What is the need to do this? Okay, why stamp? Okay, what is the whole idea of loud music and dancing? If it didn't occur to you, damn good. 90% people, it occurs to their mind. Some process at the beginning, when you start this journey, will enter your head and you will start to feel, this is not what I expected. Okay, so let me first and foremost begin right from the beginning. Okay, how many of you, when you signed up, okay, how many of you, when you signed up, were qualified for learning before earning? Right? You said, oh no, I'm ready to learn. 15-20 hours a week. Yes, of course. Some of you asked, what will those 15-20 hours in the week go in? and your upline or person who probably took your plan said that, you'll need to learn, you'll need to go through trainings, you'll need to learn, read a lot of books. Of course, the business is all about, talking to people. So 4 to 5 meetings per week, your time will go into this. And you said, I am ready to learn. You felt very good about yourself when you said, main to eternal learner hu. I continue to learn. It feels very good saying it. But trust me, it's not easy. It's the most difficult to do. Most difficult thing to do. And fortunately or unfortunately, in network marketing, you first got to unlearn. It's not just learning before running. It is unlearning and relearning a new way, a new mindset, a completely different thought process, which you've never been exposed to, which you've never learned in school or in college. So it's like re-education, retraining, relearning. It begins right from there. So for that, one of the most important things to do is exactly. This is called empty the cup. Okay. So some of you are new here. Okay. Some of you are old. Some of you have heard the story, but you need to hear it again. So one of the first stories that we hear about empty the cup in the system is a story about Master Suzuki. Okay. There is a Master Suzuki. So some of you wouldn't have heard it. So you need to be extra attentive here. And some of you who've heard it before, you need to be extra attentive. Okay, because you need to hear it again. Okay. So there was an American student. Now, many people tell the story differently. Okay. But the message is the same. So there was an American student and he wanted to learn the art of judo, karate, the martial arts. Okay. He wanted to learn. He was good at it, but he wanted to master it. And he got to know that there is a teacher called Master Suzuki in Japan who runs this little school. And there are only 12 students every year in the batch. And when they pass out, they make a mark in the world. He's so good at his craft. Okay. So the American student says, I will definitely be selected. I'm so good. There's no chance I'll go to Japan and not get selected, because he's very proud of his achievement. He thinks he's arrived. Okay. So he goes to Master Suzuki, he travels all the way, and Master Suzuki takes him as one of his students. Okay. So he's very happy. He said, of course, I knew it. I was meant to be here. He assumes that this was for him. And so in the first couple of weeks and months, where he's expecting that he'll be taught the martial arts, he'll be taught the moves, he'll be practicing stunts, and he'll be getting better at his craft. Instead of that, Master Suzuki makes him clean toilets, makes him broom the floor, makes him cook food. So he's like, what is happening? This is not what I signed up for. Okay. This is not what I expected. I expected I'll be, taught something that will make my skills go sharper and I will become a master of martial arts. But that didn't happen. And so although there was a lot of kirkir in his head, he continued to do it. And of course, the classes started and the martial arts also started. But along with that, every day he was sweeping the floor, cleaning the utensils, making the food, serving. You're like, what has this got to do with that? With me becoming a martial arts master? Anyhow, this continued. And when 1 year ended, Master Suzuki got everybody in the line, all 12 of them. And now they're graduating to the next class. So it's a 4-year course. They're graduating to the next class. And so he goes, okay, you next class, you next, you promoted, you promoted, you promoted. And then when he comes to the American student, he said, you're not ready. You stay in the same class. So he's actually the only one who doesn't get promoted. First, he gets really angry. What the hell? What's wrong with this old man? I'm the best in this class. I deserve to go into the next class. But then his ego tells him, maybe he needs me to train the new students. This new batch coming, maybe he needs a familiar face and I know exactly what to do and how to do. Maybe he needs me to train them and to groom them. Okay, so maybe I'm the best and that's why he's retaining me for the new people. And so 1 more year passes. And in this 1 year, he's actually serving the people who were actually his peer, but now his superiors. Okay, and 1 more year passes. Next year again, he makes this fresh first year batch student stand in line along with this American student, and he passes each one of them, promoted. He again tells the American student, you stay back. Now this guy loses it. He's like, this is too much. This guy is senile. He's really lost his marbles. There is something wrong with him. Okay. And I need to confront him and ask him, why the hell am I not promoted? So he goes bombarding into his room, kicks his door. Okay. And he says, what the hell? Who the hell do you think you are? So Master Suzuki just tells him quietly, sit and pour me some tea. So there is this nice vase, glass, and it is filled to the brim, and there is an empty cup there. And so he says, okay, fine. And he pours tea and he keeps the vase down. A vase, a teacup or whatever. Or it's not a vase, sorry. It's a kettle. That's the word I was looking for. Okay. So he puts the kettle down. And Master Suzuki looks at the cup and he says, did I tell you to stop? Keep filling. So he says, okay. He again takes the kettle, fills the cup to the brim, and then again keeps the kettle down. Again, Master Suzuki asks him, did I tell you to stop? Keep pouring. And now he's really thinking, seriously, this man has lost it. Okay, old age has caught up with him. But anyhow, frustrated, he just picks up the kettle again and pours. And the moment he pours, obviously the tea overflows into the saucer, into the ground, onto the carpet. And he keeps the kettle, bangs it with frustration and anger and says, what the hell are you trying to do? Can't you see everything is spilled over? You're telling me continue to pour, continue to pour. So he said, so when the cup was full and you continued to pour, what happened? He said, obviously it will spill out. Nothing will get retained. He said, the cup is exactly like your mind. If it is full, nothing I am teaching you is going inside. Everything is overflowing, spilling. Nothing is getting retained because you are such a full cup. That is where this whole philosophy of empty your cup comes in. Because this is how most of us start. Unfortunately, this is how most of us remain after many years of being in this business. Full cup in some way or the other. And if you tell me, no, I am empty cup, you're the biggest full cup. Trust me on this, because I'll tell you what are the ways, there is some alarming signs. Or when you have flu, there are some symptoms, zukam ho raha hai, thoda sa sar dard ho raha hai, there's a little body breaking. Those are the symptoms, right? I'll tell you the symptoms of a full cup. Identify where all you fall in. All categories, maybe few categories, maybe some, maybe very little, but we all fall in some category. 100%. 100%. Okay. So when we started and when we heard the story, it was very impressive. Amazing. Yeah. I'll empty my cup. Okay. However, one of the first things that we attended right after sign up, what was the session? Welcome. Okay. In the welcome, the most powerful of all sessions, the one session that you could continue and should continue to keep attending by offline anytime during the journey, even if you're 9+ years in the business. But one of the first exercises that you're told to do in welcome is I can read your lips. Sorry, you're muted. Name list and dream list. Right? Now from this point on starts your full cup. Dream list is 20+ dreams. Correct? Now, is there just anything just like that? The upline felt 20 is a good number. Let's put 20. Is that how you think 20+ dream list was a part of the welcome process or the welcome learning? Or was there some thought behind it? 1 or 2? 2. There was some thought behind it. There is a reason behind it. Okay. That is why 20+ dreams. Okay. One is your first 6 to 7 dreams are very common to each other. Everybody wants to own a good home. Everybody wants to own or drive a good car. Everybody wants to get debt free. Everybody wants to travel. Everybody wants to give a great life to their family, to their parents, to their children. All these 6, 7 dreams are the same. So had they told you write 7 dreams, Trust me, my dreams wouldn't be different from yours. There's nothing different. It would not bring out how Komal is different from me or how Prabhat's dreams are different from mine. It would not bring that out because we would be exactly writing the same thing. So why 20? Because when you start to go deeper, it's like peeling an onion. And the deeper you go and the more layers you remove, the more tears come out, the more emotional your dreams get, the more connected you feel, the more you realize, oh my God, this is something I wanted to do for like since I was in college, never able to achieve it. And so in isolation, when you're doing that 20 dreams and not stopping until you hit 20, there is a huge shift that happens. There is a big realization that happens. Dreams that you had buried, जिस पे कबर बनानी थी ना, उसको खोद के दोबारा निकालते हो आप. It is a lot of introspection that goes behind this activity. But what will you write? 20, we have to complete it. First of all, discount starts happening. Is it okay if I do 12? I'm okay. If you're my downline and if you say, shall I do only 12? Do 5, meri bala se. It's your business, your dreams. Okay, but no, uplines are nicer. uplines are very nice people. Okay, so they'll encourage you to write 20. They'll tell you to stretch. Come on, I'm sure there are a lot of things that you want. So one thought is this: there are not too many dreams I have. I want to achieve this. Now look at all the dream. The people who made it big. Everybody. Whether he was a big entrepreneur, a big actor, big singer, anybody. Don't you think dreams is the basic foundation from where they grew? They wanted to be somewhere. They wanted to be, at some stage performing. They wanted a lot of success. They wanted to be a successful book writer. And that thought was so predominant. That dream was so powerful that they eventually made it happen. Every success story starts from a dream. If you're not romancing your dream, you're not starting out on the right note. So that is why the first activity is writing your dream list. Why don't you think after 1 year, let's do our dream activity? Why doesn't the upline say that? Obviously, they know that it's a game of, football, let's say. Writing your dreams is like having that goalpost very clear, exactly what action to do to put that ball in that goal. But if that goalpost is not there and it's missing and it's an open field, let's get into action. You won't know where to run. You won't know what to do. You don't know where to put the, ball. So at the end of the day, you all realize, for a game, you need to have a goalpost. No goal, no game. Similarly, no dreams, no business. Get it very clear. So if you're going to ask discount, can I write 12? Can I stop at 15? Your business. There is a book called Winners Never Cheat. Why cheating with your own business? Whose business is it? Who started it? You started it. Whose dreams are going to accomplish if you really get to what this business can give you? Yours. So why compromise and cheat on our own business? Okay, so this is where the judgment starts. Second kind of judgment while writing dream list. I have everything. Wow. Really. This is the biggest lie we tell to everybody. I have everything. And you feel so good. I told you there's some feel good things. You feel like, kuch to kahin to pahunch gaya hum life mein. I have everything. No, nobody has everything. Nobody has everything. Okay. Yes, we were told to be happy and satisfied with what we have. Being happy is good, but an entrepreneur will never be satisfied. The 3% is never satisfied. They're always aspiring for more. They're always growing. They're always reaching out to build more, do more, get more, be more. So if you are in the space of, I have everything. Again, wrong foot to start on for entrepreneurship. You've got to be hungry. And when you write your dreams, you are hungry. And if you think that you don't achieve or want to aspire anything more, ask your wife or your husband. Ask your children, how would their life be better? What would you do or could do for them that would make them happy? Trust me, a child will give you 50 dreams. Okay, so if you're stopping somewhere, Take help from your immediate family, your friends, your mom. So when I was writing the dream list, I judged. Okay. And I said, okay, it's enough. If these 7 things are achieved, I'm done. Because after all, having a debt-free life, good money, travel, debt-free, what else does anybody want? Dhanya ho gayi zindagi. Right? My life is sorted. But no, my upline told me, write 20, something will shift. And so I wrote 20. And to get help, I asked my mother, Mama, what do you want? Father, brother. I said, Bhaiya, I have to complete 20. But I made sure each of those was a meaningful dream. Not chammach set I will replace just because I can't get anything. Okay. It was meaningful. And because of that activity, and I did it seriously, I realized my mother never owned a diamond ring all her life. Okay. So, okay, guys, some of you have your videos off. Okay. That is, I will come to that. That is also a form of being full cup. However, you might be putting, from now on, we might put you into the waiting room until your videos are on. Okay. Because there is a certain level of commitment that the speaker comes with each week. There is a certain level of commitment that you need to be here to listen, to absorb. Okay. So coming back to basically this activity, when I asked my mom, one of the things she told me after, of course, saying, no, I don't want anything. I just want you to be happy. Mothers have very similar dialogues. I just want you to spend time with me. Okay. However, when I was doing this activity, I said, nahi, Papa, tell me something which I can buy from money, which you've always wanted. And please, don't tell me what you've been telling me for ages, because I used to be in Dubai. She used to ask me Scotch Brite, Liana. Scotch Brite for washing utensils. Okay. And I'm like, Mummy, I'm asking you that if I have a lot of money. She said, no, the quality of Scotch Brite in Dubai is better than India. No. So that's why I told you Scotch Brite. I said, okay, we are Punjabis. Okay. So my mom is a complete drama queen. Okay. She said, acha phir. Okay. For those who don't understand Hindi, I will repeat it, but my mom speaks in Hindi. So, acha phir aisa kari, tu mere liye ek diamond ring le aayi. And I'm like, whoa. Now we're talking. I'm like, and then instantly what hit me first was, didn't you have a diamond ring? So I said, didn't you have one diamond ring? She said, no, I never owned it. Okay. She said, mere paas kabhi bhi nahi. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm here in Dubai, happily settled. I didn't even notice my mother's fingers. I didn't even notice she never owned a diamond ring. So it made me happy. It made me sad at the same time. But because I decided to do this honestly, this activity honestly, there was such a big revelation that happened for me, where I got to know something that my mom doesn't have and yearns to have. And just to cover up, so that she doesn't feel that my dad never afforded it or could not give her, she said, Tere papa ne to bola tha. But maine bola Raja. Now my mom and dad call each other Raja and Rani, if you please. I told you, drama family. Okay. Otherwise they are Mohan and Usha, but they call each other Raja and Rani. So tere papa ne to bola tha ki Rani main diamond ring le aun. To maine bola nahi Raja, tusi mere diamond ho. Like, okay, I'll translate that. Okay. That your father wanted to give me a diamond ring, but I told him, no, you are the diamond of my life. I don't want any diamonds. I'm like, wow, drama queen. Okay, so will this make you happy? She said, yes. So one of my dreams was diamond ring. And I wish I could, show you the video. I'm so angry that I lost that video. But when I gave her the diamond ring, her BP her sugar had shot up to cross 600 and she was in ICU. She just came out of ICU. And I was there to see her. And I took out the ring and I made her wear it. And with that drip and the hospital dress looking so cute, my mom is constantly staring at her hand. Kitni sundar hai. I cannot forget that feeling. I cannot forget that feeling. It still gives me goosebumps. I will never forget that image. Long after she's not there, I'm not there. I cannot forget it. So tell me, had I judged that activity of writing 20 dreams, I would have never got to this point of such a beautiful feeling. Right? But I didn't. I was told, and so I do it. No, that doesn't make me an empty cup. Trust me, I'll tell you where all I have been full cup and how I suffered. Okay, that story is also coming. But in this, I did it with honesty. Okay, I took a little time to do it, but I did it with honesty. Next came the name list. Again, your full cup starts. Why 300 names? Well, it's not as if 300 was a favorite number of the upline. Again, it is a well thought of process. And why 300? Each one of us know at least 500 to 600 people in our life, actually 1,000 plus. You know, in Indian and Pakistani Asian weddings, 500 to guests are jate hain. There are 500 guests coming. How can you say, oh no, I don't know 500 people? Are 500 people just came to and gave you shagun and ate food and went. Were they strangers? No. So if you are getting full cup, then something is going on in your head where you are judging before writing the names. You're judging whether this person has money or not. You're judging whether, will I be able to connect with him or not? You're judging whether this person has a newborn child. Will she be able to take out time to do business or not? All this is being, any form of judgment is being a full cup. Any form of judgment is being a full cup. So when I started out, I was lucky enough to work with VP Sachin, who was not then VP. He was just Sachin Gupta. But obviously, you know, there is a Hindi saying, honhar saput ke something chikne paat. I don't know if you remember that saying, but basically it means that anybody who's successful has the trappings of a successful person, even at the beginning when he's a nobody. Okay, so he had those trappings. I could see that this guy is going somewhere. I want to be with him. I want to be in this energy. I want to learn from him because I could see that he's going somewhere in life. Okay, that's the time when I heard this first thing from him. Never judge. Put your judgments aside for 4 years. Put your brain, your intellect, your overthinking into the freezer. Then do this business. After 4 years, when you've made enough money, take out the brain, put it back to use where you need to invest your money that you've made. Okay. But keep the judgment still there aside. So if you read or if you watch a lot of videos, you know, there is a motivational speaker called Deepak Chopra. Okay. He had happened to come to our radio station then years back when I was the program director for that station. And he had talked about 7 rules of success. I think there is a video, there is a book also on that. And one of the first was being non-judgmental. If you are judgmental, first of all, are you a lawyer or a judge? Then who's telling you to judge? Who gave you the right to judge? Why should you be judging? You cannot judge success. Okay, now I'll tell you how I judged it. I used to judge speakers. I used to judge how they speak. Now, coming from the radio background, I'm judging their English. I'm judging their diction. I'm judging how they look. I'm judging, baat to kar raha hai millions ki. Kapde kya pehne? What shoes is he wearing? What clothes is he wearing? We judge. And don't say you don't. You're no sadhu. Everybody judges. Okay. When there is a V partner, AVP, or at least a V council, we will keep our videos on. Who's Charu? Is she somebody? Should we be listening to her? Or can we switch off the video, watch TV, talk to wife, eat breakfast, and then, you judge. And so when there is somebody with no V tag, there'll be fewer videos on, more videos off. You're judging. Okay, but am I here on my own? No, my upline put me here. So there may be something that I may be able to contribute. There may be something I may be able to give. 9 साल की गलतियां हैं भाई. 9 years of mistakes. You could learn, right? What not to do. So being judgmental in anything, okay? You could be judging speakers. You could be judging processes. You could be and would be judging uplines. Okay. Sometimes you have the privilege of having 2. So wherever you find comfort, you run to that upline. But whatever is more comfortable to talk to. Okay. You are judging, being in communication. You're judging that process also. Being in communication to you means bata diya. Pooch liya nahi, there's a difference. I told. Now tell me something, in your corporate, forget corporate, while you were growing up, did you tell your parents you're going to Nainital for a school picnic, or did you ask? Did you tell or did you ask? 1, 2. Ask. If you would have told, I am going to Nainital for picnic, just telling you, just letting you know, one whack would have come. Okay, so you accepted that as part of growing up, whatever is coming from your parents, you have to ask for permission, get their approval, and then you go ahead, because whatever it is will be in your interest. They will do nothing that will not be in your interest. Similarly, job. Do you check with your bosses, or do you just put policies into place, practices into place, do what you like with your team? Or do you check, discuss, and then pass down something? 1 or 2? Sure. 2. Sure. What happens when you don't discuss with boss? Don't check, don't ask. Boss, suno, I put a new policy into place. What are your chances of growing in that organization? Thank you. Bye-bye. Boss will no longer be boss, ex-boss. Okay. School. I'm giving you different examples. Teacher. Okay. Can you tell the teacher? But tomorrow your class is at 10 o'clock. Can I come at 11 and can you retake the class for me? Can you tell that? No. Do you have to be available at the same time, similar time in your office and in your school and in your college and in your corporate? Are there timelines that you need to stick to? Is there some KRAs that you need to stick to? Is there some work ethic that you need to stick to? Yes? No? Why is it that all the things about questions about why do I have to do this? Why do all the things that you need, that I want to challenge this, come only in QNet? Why can't we just stick to writing down 300 names plus, stick to doing the 20 plus dreams, listen 100%, follow 100%, not selectively? Why do all these questions? Aisa nahi ho sakta, vaisa nahi ho sakta. Try it out in your corporate, no? Why Saturday meetings? Can't we shift it to Wednesday? But that won't happen in corporate. But here in QNet, why Sunday mornings? Only one day we get to sleep more. Okay. So I questioned, okay. I had this question. And so I asked none other than Sachin Gupta. And I started, why Friday mornings? Every day I wake up and do a show in the morning on the radio. Weekends is the only day I get to sleep late. So see how Upline has a way of delivering the message. And this went straight into my head and I never forgot it. Okay. He said, okay, no problem. I said, no problem means I can skip it. I said, up to you. Up to you. So either you wait like a 97%er, you wait 40 years of your life only to celebrate 2 days of the week, or maybe 1. If you're unfortunate, you have only 1 off. Okay. So you wait till the entire 97%er, just like them, you wait for that 1 day to come where you can sleep late, like everybody else, get up and have a brunch or somewhere, like everybody else, go to a movie where it is so packed because everybody wants to watch a movie on a Sunday. Okay. Probably get the front row and sit like this, and then do your grocery shopping and laundry, just like the 97% of the world. Wait for that 1 day every week of your life and do this for 40 years. Or give up your 52 weekends to build this business and make sure every day is a weekend. Don't wake up to an alarm clock the entire week. Put an alarm clock on a Sunday morning to wake up for the system. How does that sound? Awesome. 6 दिन सोने को अपनी मर्जी से, and I get up like at 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Not that I ever did. I'm not a late riser. But just the feeling of being able to sleep till late was a very good feeling. That I don't have to wake up to an alarm clock. And only 1 day I can put this alarm clock. It was a no-brainer for me that this makes more sense. So when you tell yourself this, then you are excitedly waking up on a Sunday morning and taking in the learnings, because guess what? I want to make every day a weekend. I want to build my life, my team, my finances in such a way that I don't end up working for someone else, but building my dreams and then having the freedom to wake up when I want. Amazing. Okay. So don't judge processes, don't judge speakers, don't judge things that are told to you to do, to follow. Just do it. Because questioning for the sake of wanting answers is one thing, but questioning for the sake of arguing or saying why it is not so right, that means you're not seeking. And not seeking means being full cup. Not seeking means that you're full cup. Okay. What else do we end up judging? Our activities. 5 plan kiye, ek bhi sign up nahi hua. We did 5 plans. You said 20% conversion. 1 should have signed up. Okay, I'll try 1 more week, 5 more. Now 10 plans happened, at least 2 should have signed up. Why? Have you heard of something called sample rate? Enough and more people need to be part of that sample rate. We in radio used to have this sampling where who listens to which show the most. Minimum sample size used to be 2,000. Only then you can reach a certain conclusion, right? Correct? Cannot ask 5 people, what show are you listening to? Said morning show. Yay, morning show is number 1. No, that is not enough sample size. So guys, unless and until you don't hit 200 to 300 plans, the sample size is not enough for you to know that no matter what, if you've done the right prospecting with the correct edification, you will hit that 20% ratio. It will kick in if done consistently. It has to kick in. Law of averages never fails. Never fails. Underline that. Okay. But if you are, doing 10 plans and then judging, no, it doesn't work. No, the 20% doesn't happen as said by uplines. Then what are you doing? You're sitting and judging. Instead of continuing to doing your activity, you're sitting and judging. That should I do more? Do you think this is the right way? Do you think I should finish my entire books and complete my videos and take at least 100 trainings before I talk to someone? Really? Do you think, after a marriage, when a couple is planning a family, what if the mother to be, okay, the wife said, listen, first I want to read all the books on pregnancy. First, I want to exactly understand what happens when you have a child. And then I will tell you I'm ready. It never happens. Because conception, delivery, and raising a child is far more better education than, having all the knowledge. The knowledge put into practice is going to give you far more. So when an upline pushes you to do a plan, another judging starts. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Wait. I'm not ready. After 6 months and 1 year and sometimes 2 years, you say you are not ready. And there are people who took the ownership after 2 weeks, started showing the financials. But when the upline is pushing you, so how I was pushed, my story. Okay, again, Sachin pushed me, okay, and pushed me in front of 10 or 15 people. There were at least minimum 10 people. So we were having Halla Bol. Halla Bol means multiple plans together. And there were hardly any presenters that time in Dubai. So Sachin just, talks to them and says, briefly sort of qualifies them. And there is this at least 5 to 6 couples sitting in a semicircle. And then he says, Charu, why don't you take them through what we do, who we are, like the verbat basically. And I could see this trickle of sweat behind my ear. Tug, 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 tug. And I'm saying, no. Don't push me. But I'm glad he did. I had no way to run that day. I couldn't say, no. People used to listen to me on the radio, so that ego also came in. No, I can do it. But trust me, that exposure to talking to 15 people and tell them, okay, hi, my name is Charu, and by the way, let me tell you who we are and what we do. With a chief group of companies, started in 1998. I realized, I remember quite a few things because I've heard it so much. So when the upline pushes you to do something, don't judge whether you're ready or not. He's not expecting you to be perfect anyways. The upline is not expecting you to be perfect anyways. But they know through this, your growing will happen, your learning will happen, your next level will happen. You will get that confidence. You will feel better at the end of it. You will know that yes, you can do it. And that belief is important. Why judging that you are not ready when somebody else thinks you are? Why are you judging? Okay. Why are you judging edification process? But why do I have to say so many good things? Okay. Why do I have to say so many good things? Harini? Well, my upline is good, but do I have to like say it like adorn it with so many beautifications? Why do I have to do it like that? Because edification plays a great role in giving comfort to your friend or your prospect who's coming to the table, in familiarizing with him, with your upline, in helping him open up and listen to your plan and give that respect and listen 100% when he's at the plan. If you're not ensuring that, you're not going to have an effective plan. There is a reason. Or do you think uplines thought nobody else praises us in this world anyways? So let's put this process so that at least downline say some nice things about us. Do you think that happened? No. Edification has its very, very important place, but we judge edification. We judge edification. I used to judge. I'll say that he's a very successful person and you know he's been through this, he's had this, or he had this experience. But itna kya? How many of you felt it at some point? Why do I need to get up in a physical plan? Why do I need to get up? Itna kya? So tell me something. I'll give you a few examples. Okay. When you are taking your girlfriend or boyfriend, or you know, you want to intend to get married, when you're getting them to meet your family, don't you say nice things about him or her? Do you or don't you? Or do you first say he drinks and drives also? By the way, he smokes also. Okay. Do you do that? No. You say nice things about him because there are nice things about every person. You say he's a very caring person. He's really sweet. He'll take care of me. And, you know, he understands me very well. And we have this great companionship. And we'll enjoy a lot together. We have similar interests. There are a lot of things that you'll say. Okay. So maybe there are a few things in your upline that you don't think are, but you're not going to highlight them, obviously. You'll say the good things that inspire you, that you like. You'll talk about that. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Why you need to talk about the corporate side of it? Because your friend should know that it's not just a person who made it or who's successful in this industry. He or she has a past where they did have a successful career, and that makes people sit up and want to listen. That makes people think, oh, wow, okay, he was a CEO. Okay, she was the CEO of a property consultant firm, of a startup company. And then she came on into this business and made it successful. There is already, you've opened up that person to listen more because he understands your background. He understands your corporate avatar. And now he's seeking to learn on how to do the business. Of course, they will be more receptive. So why judge the edification process? When you are sitting in your office and your super boss passes by, do you by any chance say, hey boss, what's up? Getting up? Ever happens? No, that's just plain disrespect. So why would getting up here become such a big deal? Just because uplines don't have the tag of being your super bosses? They are somebody who you will learn from. You will spend a lot of time with. Okay. And the sooner you learn to give credit for a lot of things, you'll start to make cash. Sooner you learn to give credit for a lot of things to your upline and put them on that pedestal, genuinely feel respect. And when you talk about them, trust me, the easier the journey becomes, the more makhan plans start to happen, the more results start to happen, the more money you make. It is a very deeply connected process. But the more you resist edification, the more you have multiple question marks about why should I say nice things about him? He was my junior. He was your junior. In this business, he just started ahead of you and knows a few things more. Give him credit. Take cash. Okay, start by telling yourself that. And when you genuinely develop a bond and genuinely are seeking, you will have unimaginable learnings from uplines. That edification that starts out like a little process will actually be felt then from the heart, and you'll say it with the heart. There'll no longer be like a ratification to the entire process. Agree? Okay, so stop judging edification. Stop judging speakers. Stop judging content. Stop judging processes. Stop judging what is told to you. There's a video by our chief. Shut up, listen, and do. Okay, very, very powerful. Shut up, listen, and do. Okay, but shut up, listen again. Ego pe lag jati. Shut up, me? I was the program director of a station. Me, shut up. I have reached somewhere in life. My hoardings were there. All this used to pop up in my head. I used to judge V partner Sachin's English. Can you imagine how moronic of me? English सही नहीं है, ये वाला grammar सही नहीं था, ये सही नहीं बोला. The more you judge, the more you lose time in learning. Just remember that. The more I spend time judging, the less I am learning. So no judging at all. Okay. Another form of full cup. Taking things for granted. Taking things for granted is a sure short sign of being a full cup. My upline is there. When I feel like it, I will reach out to him or her. I'm guilty of that. Okay. When my mood is okay, right now I'm not in the zone. Right now I don't feel good, so I will not talk to him or her. That's exactly the time you need to talk. To get back into the zone if you care for your business. Because you know in this zone, you're only thinking complaints, you're only frustrated, you're only comparing your vintage to somebody else, you're only comparing your success to somebody else. There's comparisons going on, there's kirkir going on, there's frustration going on. There is absolutely no activity. This is the exact zone you need to reach out to your upline. And I've done that a couple of times saying, Suno na, kuch baat karo. I'm not in the zone. Happened so many times. And I remember, whether it is Mohit or coach, they say, of course we know that. You are not in the zone. This is not news to us. We know that. We can feel it. We can sense it. So tell me what's going on. And then you blurt it out. And the moment you say it, that's empty cup. Trust me. You don't have to have the upline consoling you, beta kuch nahi, it will get okay, don't worry. You don't even need that consolation. Sometimes just expressing yourself, that's it, you're empty cup. Look, I just wanted to say that I've been not well and then I did this and my UK visa didn't come through. I'm so irritated and then I fell flat on my face and I had so many bruises. Anyway, ab batao kya karna hai? Tell me what to do next. Empty cup. You just took it out and you are empty cup. Don't expect anything in return. You're 108, you are expressing. This is how I'm feeling. This is what my mindset is, current mood. Okay. Don't expect that uplines will be, okay, tell me, call me, how are you? That won't happen. You do it because you want to empty your cup. Write a 108 because you want to express and you want to get rid of everything that's playing on your mind. Empty your cup. That's a great way to empty your cup. Okay. When you call uplines, be more in the zone of listening after you've expressed yourself. Be then in the listening mode. Don't argue. Don't cut short. Don't think ahead of them. Or don't start assuming, ye to mere ko pata hai, yehi bolenge fir se. Same thing. I used to think, arre yaar, I'm calling, but I know this is what they'll say. Of course, they'll say the same thing. Will your parents stop saying the same thing? They taught you not to cheat, not to lie for 20 years. Now will they change the language? Ha, beta, aap cheat. No. They will say the same things. Same value systems, same things. In the school, you went every day before you wrote, capital A, capital B. Before that, there were dotted lines. every day you're doing every day, every day. Then B dotted line. After that, the dotted disappeared. Then you started writing B without the dots. Everyone went through it. How many days do you remember when you went on A, B, C, D, E, F, G? You still remember the tune. E, F, I, J, K, and instead of L, M, N, O, P, it used to be L, O, M, O, P. We didn't understand L, M, N, O, P. L, O, M, O, P, it became. Okay. Abhi tak, matlab, just recently I got to know 2 2s are 2 into 2. I used to say 2 2 za, 3 3 za, za, Z-A. Everybody has gone through this. Okay. Not understanding, still following. Okay. How many of us in our religions, in our faith, stood by our mothers and prayed? Didn't understand what it means. Didn't understand what is Om Bhurbhuva Svar, whatever you have done, you know, as a practice, as a religious practice, you never understood. You didn't know. But you understand the value of it now. You understand the meaning of it now. You're so glad you made it a part of your practice or your ritual since then. So glad your mother taught you that. So there are a lot of things you don't understand in this business now. Do it anyways. Because this is what is meant to take you to the success path. Somebody who's made millions, you're aligned to that upline, you're aligned to that system, and not listening means you're judging success. Really? Then probably you've made your millions already. If you haven't, sorry, shut up, listen, and do. And tell yourself that constantly. Okay, so success we take for granted. I took for granted. Uplines we take for granted. You know, uplines ka to kaam hai, training karna. Every Sunday I'm entitled. I can switch off my video. It is the duty of the speaker to speak 1.5 hours and give value. हमारा तो हक बनता है, हमने तो खरीद लिया सबको. Sorry if this is upsetting you, but this is how we think. This is how low we think. That I signed up and I bought a product. So I've like bought 50% stake in QNet. And all the uplines belong to me. And they should do as I please. And they should give me time when I please. And they should talk to me when I'm low. And when I'm not talking to them, they should reach out. It's their duty, moral duty. Where is my commitment? What is my duty? वो क्या है? That is being full cup. Where you're taking upline's time for granted. You go to POA thinking, आज मैं 2 घंटे दे रहा हूं. 2 घंटे मैं बैठा रहा वहां पे. 2 hours. But I have seen in the most amazing sessions where, you know, Sachin used to play pool, or in the most amazing sessions where I've had the privilege, the blessed honor of being in coach's home and being in the company of, you know, Coach Sharfun, VC Aditya, listening to them as a family, eating, discussing. Oh my God, what a blessed feeling. And bato mein I would get something where they would talk, remember what had happened in that LDC? And I was like, really? And there I would get something. 2 minutes, maybe in that 1 hour of conversation. But I would get a click for life. I still get clicks for life when I visit them. There is not a single evening that I will go back without seeing something, getting inspired or learning something. Very, very valuable. But how do we take this time for granted? I am giving time 2 hours. I drove all the way. So I should get something in return. Right? We become greedy. 2 days in a row, I'm going to the place of association. But the upline spent only 20 minutes with me. What's the point of going to POA? You are judging. Again, you're taking that time for granted. You're thinking that you signed up in the business. And so when you give 2 hours, the upline also has to sit with you for 2 hours. Why? Why? He may be talking to someone else. Wait. And nobody can waste your time if you decide to. Carry a book with you. Carry a business book. Carry the magic of thinking big. Okay, carry the power of the subconscious mind. Carry these books And when you're waiting for your upline, just listen. Maybe something is for you. If they invite you to listen, be there. His or her teaching to someone else may give you a few valuable lessons. Don't wait for me. Mera time hoga, one-on-one. Who are you? Who am I? Who am I to get V partner Sharfun's time? I'm nobody. If I'm getting it, I am eternally blessed. I'm so grateful. Because if I'm not, whatever I have will be taken away from me. How many of you have heard that? If you are not grateful for the things you have, whatever you have also gets taken away from you. Heard it, Bodhisattva? Yes. So stop taking things for granted. Neither your trainings, nor your upline's time, nor whatever you are getting as learnings. Stop taking it for granted. Because it's valuable lessons that you never learned at school, you never learned at college, you'll never learn with your bosses. These valuable lessons are going to be your success path. You may make it in QNet, you may not, but even if you don't and you've acquired and applied these learnings, trust me, in any other field you'll apply it, you'll grow. 100%. 100%. And there are many, many of you who have seen cross lines, down lines, move out from your teams and make it big. And till today, I have people from my team who are no longer in QNet business. For whatever reason, they couldn't. But they are CEOs and they're doing well in other fields and they owe their learnings to QNet. They all say that. They owe their learnings to this business. They owe how their mindset shaped up because of the uplines and the trainings here. So why are we taking for granted? Huddle, roast to upline karta hai. Aaj I feel like, having breakfast with my wife. So we will in the car. Upline is stationed in one place on a laptop, 100% there. But somebody is driving, somebody is out, somebody is off video, somebody is lying down. That is taking for granted. Many of you have experienced times when there was no upline. There was no daily talk, push, motivation, inspiration. But when you're getting that, you're taking it for granted. Right? So when you are taking things for granted, for sure, you're cheating with your own business. Don't do that, because winners don't cheat. Okay, if you're taking a speaker for granted because he's not an AVP or VP, aaj damdar nahi tha. Aaj koi VP hoga to agli dafa mujhe bulana. Otherwise, same things these people speak. Same things. Well, of course, the same things need to be spoken and again. Did you ever question that in your corporate? Same chair I have to sit, same desk, same boss I have to see every day, same work I have to do every day. You didn't question that. You don't question that. So why questioning here? Same learnings. Again, a valuable learning that I had from an upline. I said, same thing. No, I also had. I'm like, same thing. They share their journey. They say almost the same things, maybe different examples, but the same thing. So until when should I continue to attend training? How many of you ever thought that? Ye kya matlab lifelong karna padega? Like, do I need to, even when I become a VC or an AVP, do I need to continue? So the answer I got was, till the time I cannot speak on a single topic for 2 hours with conviction, sharing my experiences and passing on the right message, till the time I can't do that, I keep attending system. I keep attending system. Okay, so this is one of the things that qualifies you. If you think, now I can't speak 2 hours on a single topic like this, I still need to build myself, then attend system. It's important. Then attend system again, and it's important. Okay, so guys, this is what I wanted to pass on. Okay, being 100% empty cup is never possible. There will always be kirkir. Okay, there will always be kirkir. Let's put KIR ka ek full form. Kachra? Kachra is good. Kachra. Any sort of frustrations, complaints, comparisons, getting zoned out, feeling low, all this is kachra. It's not helping you grow. It's not helping you be in the right zone to do activity. It's definitely not going to help you to get the results. All this is kachra. Okay. Why do we have, I don't feel like dancing. Why do I have to dance? Tell me something, whatever, irrespective what your current situation is. While you are dancing, if you say it, okay, I want you to do this. Okay, I want you to do this. While you are dancing, okay, let's say you're dancing. Okay, can we have, Avi, can we have like a good music? While you are dancing, I want you to listen to this carefully. Blurt out whatever is bothering you. I have no money in my bank. That's bothering you. Okay. I haven't made checks since 3 months. Bothering you. I haven't had a DR despite 10 plans. Bothering you. Okay. My family is not supporting me. Bothering you. Frustrating you. Okay. When the music starts, you will dance and you'll say, I have no money in my bank. Do it. You just heard empty the cup a whole 1 hour plus. Okay. So do it. Okay. Nobody is listening anyways. You all are muted. Okay. So can we have the music, AV, please? Okay. While the music comes on, think of what you want to talk while you are dancing and smiling. Okay. 2 conditions, dancing and smiling. And then you have to blurt out your problem. Okay. Okay. Now the computer sound is being shared and we're going to do countdown of 3 and 2 and half and 0.25. AV, are we getting the music? Or should we dance without the music? Okay, let's dance without the music. Okay, if the music comes on, great. Now. That you wanted to express, said. Okay, Anirban, Pew, Ritesh, did you feel frustrated while saying it? No, you just expressed it, right? I don't have money in my bank is a statement. But did you carry a bechara frequency? Did you feel low, frustrated? You know, kya ho gaya meri life mein? This is not what I deserve. Nothing like that. Frequency was high. You just stated a fact, I have no money in my bank. That doesn't mean I won't have it tomorrow or day after. That doesn't mean the thousands, the lakhs, the crores are not on their way. It means nothing. It's just current state. It can change tomorrow. So why the dancing? Because of this. Because of this. Because the moment you dance, you're in the now. You've forgotten what's in your bank. You've forgotten how, the last prospect avoided your calls. You've forgotten that you didn't get a sign up for 3 months. You've forgotten everything. And there is a reason why this process. Okay. So being in the now means empty cup. Thinking past or thinking future. Full cup. You're not here, present now. Okay. And now, since we are here now, it is important for me to tell you that less than 10 weeks from now, is something big coming up. All of you know? All of you know what is coming up? Week on! Okay? It's week 30 going on. Week on is in week 40. Okay? You have 9+ weeks to make a huge difference, a huge shift in becoming more and more less empty cup. Okay? That sounded weird. More and more less empty cup. Okay. You have to work more and more towards getting empty cup, taking out the kachra, the too much of intellectual thinking, and we didn't put our Suggest something for our kirkir. We thought we'd put a full form to it. Kachra, too much intellectual thinking. Resistance, good word, resistance. Stop resisting what's coming to you. Let it come. Apply, listen, okay? So that zone of 5 days from 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th October is going to be a zone where least resistance is going to happen for you. So much of what is coming on will come to you if you are going with 100% seeking mode. Like emptying your cup every time, sitting there. Now, whether you've made it to a week or ever before, whether you've not, it's going to be an important 5 days for you. Very important. So stop saying, I have been to VCon before. How does it matter? Every VCon is important. If the V partners start saying, I have been to 20 VCons before, what do you think will happen? If the V partners, AVPs don't show up at VCon, if the in-service does, I have done 2 in-service before. What is there now to learn? Every VCon is an experience. What you take from there is association of that 3%er. Is taking back that mindset that tells you to keep doing, even when things are unsure, because that's the only path to go at it and to get it. Those 5 days, you're surrounded by successful people who will tell you stories of how they made it. And you'll resonate with few of them. You'll say, oh my God, I'm going exactly through the same thing. Those 5 days are 12,000 plus of dreamers. Yes, unfortunately, it's not 20,000. It's going to be around 12,000 because of COVID restrictions. So the seats are limited. The more you delay booking your VCon ticket, the less chances of you to make it to an event that's happening almost 3 years in physical. And if you have not been to a physical VCon, OMG, you do not know what you're going to experience and witness. When I heard it's going to be a life-changing event, again, spent on VCon. Now, I'm not saying start expecting your uplines to say this or make this promise to you. Okay? You say, my upline didn't say it, so maybe it's not worth it. No. But just imagine somebody so super successful is saying that. It means that, you know, there was something that it shook me. And I said, oh my God, with such confidence if this person says. And when I went to VCon and I said, oh my God, the first entry into that hall, the look, the corporate side of it, the trainings, you know, the product launches, I'm like, oh my God, touch, feel. This person I used to see in the video. Chief putting his hand on your shoulder while walking and talking something. You will never be able to forget this. So isko halke mein mat lena. All it requires is 2 DRs to make the money that you can make to travel to VCon and back with your tickets. It's not too much of money. But again, if you are judging and thinking, pehle main DR kar lu, first I'll make the money, then I will purchase. Sorry, you're already too late. You're already going to be too late. Okay, so go backwards. We used to go for plans, ready with the book kits, ready with the welcome kits, so that we'll get a table sign up and we'll give that kit and we'll say, welcome on board. So be ready beforehand, because the moment you start doing your activities, you start thinking about taking even 5 people to VCon with you. Trust me, you come back, you'll be flying and they'll be flying with you. There'll be the wind beneath your wings. Together you can create something magical. But you keep procrastinating, having kirkir in your head, judging, being a full cup. You waste too much time and don't do your activity, and you go all alone to VCon. And you come back thinking, I wish this friend of mine was with me. I wish I could have taken 5 more people to feel this energy. So don't regret. Work on that. Make sure you do your DRs. Make sure you're booking your ticket ASAP. And then when you come there, it's a whole new different world. And after 5 days, sign karake, stamp karake le lo, you'll not feel like coming back. If you think differently, please call me and let me know. But you won't. This is exactly how you'll feel. Okay, guys. So from now on, no assuming, no judging. Try and, you know, focus on your growth and listen not selectively, but attentively when the upline is giving you directions. Okay? Superb. Thank you very much and have a superb week. Week 30, make it count.